Hello, welcome to your weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. Happy Father's Day, everybody, and happy Sunday evening. Tomorrow is Monday, so it'll be time to go back to work. For most folks, school is over, so we're not worrying about that. But we want to let you know what to expect as you go on out the door in the morning to catch the bus or the train, or if you have to sit in traffic on your way to work in the morning. So let's start that weather forecast as we take a look at our map and what we're going to be seeing in the early part of the week across the country. And we're going to be seeing some heat expand and build in across the nation's midsection through much of the Midwest, from the northern plains in Minnesota and the Dakotas all the way down to the Gulf Coast and the Texas border through Texas, as we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 90s as far north as Minneapolis, and we're going to be seeing some triple digits down across like El Paso and maybe San Antonio, southern Texas. And then across the southeast, we're going to be seeing a stationary frontal system in the area that's going to be bringing some showers and some thunderstorms. There's going to be a tropical component to this moisture as well. So you could see those rain showers with the big fat raindrops that fall. So a lot of tropical downpours down across the southeast. Beautiful weather across the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. It's going to be pleasant conditions there. Then across New England and into eastern Canada, we will see cool and wet conditions as we have a slow-moving area of low pressure across that region that is going to keep things a little bit on the west side. And in the Pacific Northwest, more troughing in the northwest is going to keep things cool and wet for that area. And then across the southwest into Southern California, we will have dry and relatively pleasant weather conditions in that area as well. So here we are as we take a look at the Great Lakes and the Northeast, as we're going to have a pattern change that's going to allow for the temperatures to warm up, and we're going to be seeing some heat build in, and that is also going to allow for the smoke to come back across the Canadian border from Canada. So we might see a return to smoky conditions across the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and into the Northeast. Here we are as we talk about more about that potential smoke that we could see in the northeastern United States, as we're going to have a northwesterly flow coming over the periphery, the top of that area of high pressure that's going to be over the Ohio Valley. So if you see this ridge here, air flows counterclockwise around an area of high pressure. So we're going to be seeing, air flows clockwise, low pressure goes counterclockwise. So you're going to be seeing that northwesterly flow, and that is going to be pulling all of that smoke down out of Canada. So we could see a return to the smoky conditions across the Northeast and the Great Lakes. Minnesota, I think, will be okay this time, because on this area we're going to have a southeasterly to a southerly component to that airflow coming from the south. But some of that smoke can get pulled over as it comes down. So you might see a little bit of haze in the air, a little bit of smoke, but certainly not as much as we're going to be seeing over the Northeast. And then we're going to be seeing the potential for those drenching thunderstorms across the southeast. So we can see the potential for our derecho thunderstorms, that we're going to be seeing those severe storms coming from the central plains, and it's going to move toward the southeast, toward the southeastern U.S. and into the state of Florida. So we're going to be seeing those rounds of thunderstorms through the day on Monday, as we have that pattern in the southern jet stream. And then we have our northern jet stream that is going to be bringing another round of showers and thunderstorms across the upper Midwest. So Minnesota, parts of North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, eastern Colorado, as well as eastern Wyoming and Montana, we could see several rounds of thunderstorms across that region. Severe weather is not expected, but we are going to see some increasing heat and humidity coming in from the southeast, as we have that area of high pressure that's going to help to bring in some of that moisture from the south, and an advancing cold front coming out of the Rockies. That combination is going to lead to an increasing possibility of severe storms across the upper Midwest as we move through the middle to latter part of the week. And then across the southeast, we have a southern stream system that is going to bring drenching showers and thunderstorms. So repeated rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms down across the southeast. So North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, southern Alabama, southeastern Mississippi, southeastern Louisiana, Florida could see some heavy thunderstorms. No severe weather is expected, but we will see copious amounts of rainfall that could lead to some flooding issues. And then this evening, we're going to be seeing the potential for severe storms down along the Gulf Coast. So Jackson, Mississippi, you're in Birmingham, Alabama, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, those areas across the deep south, the lower Mississippi River Valley, and along the Gulf Coast, we have the potential to see some severe thunderstorms, and heavy rain is going to be the primary threat. Some large hail and a couple of tornadoes is also going to be possible, and we could also deal with some damaging winds that could hit up to 70 miles an hour. Don't forget that the ratio threat is in effect as well, so we have the potential to deal with a derecho across the southeastern United States. Tomorrow, that severe threat shifts to the southeast further toward the Atlantic coast and the state of Florida. We could see an isolated chance of severe weather down here across the southeastern U.S. and where our primary threat is going to be that flash flooding, some hail, and damaging winds that could hit up to 70 miles an hour. That is a look at your weather forecast as we head into the upcoming work week. My name is Mr. G. Leave it right here to this channel, and we'll be back tomorrow night with another video for you guys as we update any changes in the forecast. But I would like to say that summer weather is pretty consistent about how those thunderstorms are. So a lot of storms are hit and miss. Some folks might get one, many won't. So thunderstorms are kind of fickle, so don't rely on that if you are in a situation where you are dealing with drought. Right now, across the upper Midwest, we're kind of a bit in a drought situation where we haven't had any rain at all. We had a little bit of sprinkles today, a brief shower, but it really didn't amount to much, so that's kind of where we are with that. So we're hoping for some much needed rainfall here across the northern plains and into the Great Lakes. My name is Mr. G with your weather forecast. Thank you for watching me today, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.